Alright, welcome back to another episode of the ASEAN Project. I'm your host, City Shaper, or as the people here know me, Roy, and today we are working on the KL Tower, as well as the surrounding area, connecting the area of Jamek Mosque with the Petronas Towers. But there's one thing, I have to keep the upcoming mega project in mind while working on this, or I might really make things difficult for myself in the future. But without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, so today is gonna be quite a big project as we have to fill in this whole area. Also keeping in mind the metro network, the elevated metro network, and yeah, just everything around it. Another thing, as you can see here, these buildings have burned down, which leaves us with another challenge, that is to remake this and also fix a fire department somewhere. So yeah, it's a nice challenge today. Yeah, first of all, I think I'm just gonna place the asset of the observation tower. I have it right here. And I think it's just gonna be right there. I could put it here as well, so we have a little bit more space for the forest, but I think it's gonna take everything out of balance too much. I don't want too much forest. I really like the concrete jungle. I mean, I know KL is very green, but yeah, I think we're gonna balance that in another way than just making a huge forest right here. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do first is connect this little metro line right here so that we kind of know what space we have to work with. So let's try that out. Alright, so that looks pretty decent. And before we can fill the rest in, I have another thing. I'm gonna build Bukit Bintang Square right here. And as you can see on the picture, Bukit Bintang Square is like very busy. In fact, it's the busiest crossing in Kuala Lumpur, and sometimes it's even referred to as Kuala Lumpur Shibuya crossing. So before we fill things in, I think we really want to keep in mind that we want to have the Bukit Bintang Square here. And as you can see, there's also a monorail line going on top of it. So we need to have that as well. Or in our case, we'll use the elevated metro. So I'm gonna just drop that right here. No idea how we're gonna connect that up yet, but that's something for the future. For now, we just need to know that this is gonna be here. So yeah, the Bukit Bintang Square is very busy, and I don't think these buildings are exactly what we need in this square, honestly. So in fact, I'm just gonna remove this so we have a little bit more vision, and then afterwards we will place it. I'm not gonna forget it, but just to keep our minds clear that we're gonna use that so that we don't plop anything in the way. So yeah, I don't think this one looks particularly good here. I mean, it's a cool building, but for the Bukit Bintang Square, it's just not gonna cut it. So let me find some nice buildings. Alright, so we have these buildings, but before we can place them, I have to make the road a bit different. As you can see here on the picture, it's very different. So I'm gonna fix that first. Alright, I think that looks quite good. So now I think we can start placing the buildings. And if you look at this picture, you see the McDonald's right here. And yeah, I'm not like a big fan of the McDonald's and all that, but I'm gonna build it regardless because actually this crossing is sometimes referred to as the fries crossing, because as you can see, all the zebra paths, they look like fries. So yeah, we have to emulate that, and hopefully we can even get some yellow zebra paths as well. So let's do that, let's fix that. I like it, but there's just something that I'm not fully convinced about this building. So let me search for another asset. Alright, I think this building is quite nice here, and it looks a little bit like the building on the picture here as well on the left, so that's good. This building does not match with it at all. I just have a little bit of an emotional bond with it. It's hard to let it go, so I'm just gonna plop it here for now, but then we see what we'll do with it. So I think now it's a clever idea to figure out where we're gonna put the fire station. So I have this building that I really like, the city firehouse, because it's like a bit of a square block. It's not as terrainy like the other ones. It's just a big block of concrete and bricks, which I really like, and it would fit the area here, I think. So maybe, yeah, it's gonna be quite handy to have it actually on this road right here on the collector, because from the collector we can easily go everywhere, from this one especially. So I think somewhere right here might look very good. So let's just, for now, let's see, maybe here. I don't know, we can build a nice row of houses here. Let's see. now we're getting that problem. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know actually if that works. Maybe it will work better here. Here, maybe this building requires a bit of a special treatment. So maybe, although I really don't know, this one is not good like that. Alright, I think this is a really nice place for the fire department. Because through this collector, you can literally go everywhere really quick. It's like quite central in the city as well, so that really helps. So I think we're gonna leave it here. Only really need to change the color because this not fit our theme at all. Alright, amazing. I think that looks good. So yeah, what we want to do now is prepare this area a little bit more for more buildings and all that stuff. And yeah, as you can see here, this does not look too pretty. So I think what I want to do is I want to dig holes here for the highways, so that it's like just a flat walk for the residents. It's gonna be just so nice to walk from here to there without having to walk all the way up here and feeling like you're crossing this big highway. I want to make it feel more like one big part, and for that I think we have to lower the highways basically and make this flat again. So yeah, let's work on that. Alright, I think that looks quite a lot better. It's just way more of a chill walk, right? Imagine you're visiting here, you want to go to the Petronas Towers, and it looks so close, but then you would have this whole highway to cross. I mean, you're still crossing it, but it just feels way more natural. And then if we like make it look a bit good here and there, it's not like gonna bother no one. Hey, look, floating people. Yeah, anyhow, I think now it's time to start plopping some buildings, and then from there see where we go. An interesting fact about the KL Tower is that workers use the top of the tower as like a giant telescope to look for the crescent moon. And this actually helps decide the start of the Islamic months, like for instance Ramadan. Also, really appreciate everybody joining me on the journey, and appreciate the feedback, the tips and all of that. So thank you guys. Alright, that looks pretty good. I really like the composition of the buildings here. It's quite well spread, everything is quite varied. So I think it will work like this. Now, as you can see, of course, we need a lot of details going on. So we can choose to start here in the KL Tower Park, or maybe the Bukit Bintang crossing. And honestly, the thing that is appealing to me the most, honestly, is the Bukit Bintang crossing. So I'm gonna start with that right now. And the Bukit Bintang crossing is known for the Shibuya illusion. Everyone tries to look cool crossing it, but they're actually just walking towards a Lotte shopping mall or a Sephora. You will see at least 3 influencers doing a slow motion walk, a dance or whatever TikTok type of stuff in the middle of the street during a single green light. It's quite funny. Anyway, I think this is starting to look nice. Really happy with it so far. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright, I think that looks quite similar. It's almost a shame that we put the elevated metro line here, but you know what? That's just what it is, and that makes this whole cross section quite unique. So I quite like it in that sense. But yeah, now we have this done. I think we can start working on the forest, quote-unquote forest right here. And then also fill this in with some more green. Maybe fill this in a little bit as well. But first, let's just delete these little surfaces right here. And kind of try to understand what we are gonna do here. Also, let me remove these, in fact. Like that. It's a lot to remove. Give me 1 second. Alright, so that's done. So now I think what we need to do is drop some surface to see where the path is gonna be, where the people are able to walk, and where is gonna be forest. So I think we need 2 connections. Basically, let's see. I am thinking using these tiles, and I think we want the connection like somewhere around here, and then of course maybe on the other side, I guess. So I'm gonna draw a manual path like this. and see how that looks. I think something like this can work quite well. We just need to make sure we have some fences and then just put some green and other details. So I think that looks quite good. Now let's fill in some greenery. And right here I'm just putting low vegetation because of course, because of the subway, the elevated subway, there's not so much sunlight. So of course there's not as much green as the rest. Alright, honestly I think that starts to look pretty nice, pretty nice. It's a very cool contrast with all the urban development here. And you just have this little bit of greenery here and this greenery here. Yeah, it's just amazing. I just think back here we're gonna need some more buildings or something like that. But now there's the mountain there. But that's for the future. For now we're focused on this area. And it seems like we're getting there. Honestly, we just need to detail this area up here. Detail this up a little bit more. Maybe throw down some surfaces and we're gonna be there, honestly. So let me just stop talking and let me just fix this area as well. And I don't know if you guys recognize this feeling, but sometimes you have something in your mind, you really want it to work, and it doesn't always work. So when it actually works, it's just the most amazing feeling. When you have this certain city plan in your mind and it works the way you want it to work, it's just the best feeling, honestly. Alright, that's amazing. I'm super happy. This area was so necessary because it actually connects all these areas together. So I can't wait to start working on this area already, but maybe that's for next time or another time. This really needed to be happening for the mega project, which we will know about soon for sure. But for now I think this just looks great. Really happy with it. Still having the problem that we're not having so many inhabitants, so we have to figure out some things for that. But I'm thinking there's a lot of demand for industry, a lot of demand for low residential, which in fact I can place real quick right now. Block up. Let me just do that before we end the show. Let's see, a low residential block. Let's see if we can place a couple of 100 here. Oh, problem there. We'll fix that. That's just the thing to watch out for with these, but that's fine. I mean, that's helping. Amazing. Okay, so now we have to just fix this one right here. Alright, so we have some more residential demand filled, but I think now what we will need is industry. This is of course for the next episode, and I think we're gonna build Port Klang. From there, we're getting really close to the mega project, which I'm so excited for. Of course, you guys can already know what it is, but I'm just still not revealing it. For those who don't know, it might be a nice, fun little surprise. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode already. Much love.